Hi, I'm Andy of Mr. Sheng and Tabatha's Traveling Revival. It's that time of summer when the dill has finally come to blossom, and that means that people are starting to prepare dill pickles in preparation for the state fair. Me as well. I'm going to demonstrate for you how to make a classic American dill pickle. So I don't really have a recipe for this, I usually just kind of wing it, so bear with me, I'll figure out how much of everything I use. But we're going to start by dividing one head of garlic and putting that in each of our pickle jars. And then dividing another head of garlic and putting that in our brine. I'm going to take a Spanish chili, divide it in two, half and half in each jar. One more into the brine. The main flavors in these dill pickles is chili, garlic, and dill, and it's an amazing combination. I have quite a bit of dill here. I'm going to take some of the crowns, some of the blossoms, and just chop them and throw a little bit in each of my jars. The blossoms have an intense dill flavor that is representative of late summer. And then the stalks and the rest I'm going to throw into the brine, which will be a lot. And then I'm going to add about half a liter of water and about a half a liter of distilled vinegar. A little bit of sugar. And some salt, and then we'll just bring this to a boil and see how it tastes and adjust things accordingly. So that's step one. So now I'm going to slice up my cucumbers. These are gherkins, which are ideal for pickling. You can do it in two ways. You can do spears or slices. Spears are great for snacking on. Slices are great for burgers and sloppy joes and whatever you want to have your pickles with. So I'm going to do one jar of each. So I'll start by doing spears with half of them. And just press them into the jar. Now, the brine, when you add it, will draw a lot of moisture out of the cucumbers, which means that it'll reduce the amount of salt and acidity in your brine. So it has to be a very, very strong brine to begin with. There we have some spears. Now I'll just do some slices for the other jar. These are refrigerator pickles, which means that I'm not actually conserving them. I don't boil the jar. So they do need to stay in the refrigerator until you eat them, which is ideal with cucumber because if you boil the jar to conserve it, then you actually lose some of the crispy freshness of the cucumber. You can. Alright, so we have a brine that's ready. It's extremely sour, extremely salty, has a lot of dill flavor, garlic and chili, and I'm just going to pour that into the jars with the pickles. Again, these are refrigerator pickles, which means that they're not canned. You can't leave them on the shelf. You have to have them in the fridge. But give them about 5 days in the fridge, and you'll have some delicious dill pickles.